Hey, Dr. Tom Hansen here of yipsbegone.com, your home for getting over the yips. Could be throwing yips, which I work with mostly, but also with the golf yips, worked with a lot of that in tennis, darts, music performance, anything. It's all basically the same issue, which is something has gotten in there and blocked the energy flow. And if there's no flow, there's no throw. Want to, in this video, just talk about some research that I'm doing with the Hansen Play Big Baseball profile. I've had 10 people take the profile who have the yips. And there's a lot I can focus on, but in this video, I'm going to focus on number 10 and 11. Number 10 here addresses the person's attitude toward coaching and respect for authority. Overvalued. What does that mean? That means that they care way too much what a coach thinks. I can't say that this causes the yips, but I can only say it's correlated. And this just sort of scientifically aligns with what I hear from the 60 plus players that I've worked with this calendar year alone with this problem, that they care way too much what a coach thinks. It's important to respect your coach and listen to what he says, of course. However, you can go way over the top with it, and these people are tend to go that way. And as I show you right here, here's a graph of the 10 people. Here's in red, attitude toward coaching and respect for authority. Player 1, 100% overvalued. As much as he could possibly overvalue it, he overvalues it. Same with player 2, same with player 3. Player 4 is our aberration here at only 67% overvalued. 100, 100, 100, 100, 80, and 100. So these people really care. And I can't say what caring, they just care over the top what their coach thinks. It's very common when we go back to, hey, when did this start? There was one bad throw I made to a pitcher, and my coach said, Jonesy, throw the ball. And from that moment on, I've been a wreck throwing the ball. So that's the kind of thing that we're seeing here. This next one, number 11, is attitude toward breakdowns. So when there's breakdowns, particularly regarding the coach makes a mistake or teammates makes something in the system of the game, there's a breakdown, they overvalue that. So attitude toward breakdown, not as extreme, but obviously very high. So these people are very focused. What this is saying, how much energy do you put in to seeing things that are wrong? Or how much energy do you put into things that are off? And so these people are clearly putting a lot of energy on things that aren't working, that things where there's what are called breakdowns. So what do you do about this? Well, don't think this way. Don't care so much what your coach thinks, and don't spend so much focus on what players think, because I just don't see this pattern at all with players that don't have the yips. Well, that's easier said than done, of course. So what you need is a system for getting into the unconscious beliefs, which is where these problems actually reside. It's not a conscious thing. You can't say, hey, Johnny, just relax, man. Just relax and throw the ball. Well, if you're someone watching this that has the yips, you know that that can't help. It only really makes things worse. And that's because that's an appeal to your conscious brain. It's telling you to make a choice. And it's like, well, I can't make a choice. It's like if you're in a, your hands are tied, you're in a straitjacket, and I'm just saying, hey, just scratch your nose. It's easy. It is simple instruction, scratch your nose, but your arms and hands are tied up and you cannot reach your nose. So that's frustrating. So what you need to do is find a way to get untied so that you can just do the simple thing of scratching your nose or throwing the ball or making the putt. So if that sounds like something that you would like help with, just come to yipsbegone.com, fill out the form, and we can start a conversation about how you could be the next person cured.